Hey there! Today we're talking about box and whisker plots. This is the last data display that we will be covering in Unit 7. So box and whisker plots, oftentimes also just called a box plot, is a great way of representing data so you can kind of see where things fall in quartiles. All right, so it's like every quarter, and you get this. Basically, this is what it looks like down here. So you've got a box in the middle and then these whiskers that come out, and there's 5 important values that you can see very quickly from the box and whisker plot, and those are listed here. There's the minimum and the maximum. You've got your median in here. All right, that's right in the middle. No mean. We don't include the mean here, just the median, the middle number. And then you've got your lower quartile and your upper quartile. And basically what ends up happening is you end up with 25% of your data is in the left whisker over here. And then 25% of your data is in this half of the box. And then 25% of your data is in this side. And then 25% of your data. So it breaks up the data into quarters. All right. So let's talk about, actually, let's just have some example problems and see what happens with these. All right. So in this first one right here, it's really easy to pick out the 5-number summary. So the minimum is 4. The first quartile is 6. So that means 25% of the data. We don't know how much data is in the set. All we know is that 25% of the data falls between 4 and 6. We also get 25% of the data between 6 and 9. 9 is your median. 10 is your upper quartile, so 25% of your data is between 9 and 10, and 25% of your data is between 10 and 12, and 12 is your max. Again, really quickly here, 225 is your min, 250 is your first quartile, 300 is your median, 325 is your upper quartile, and 350, it looks like, is your max. All right. Let's scroll on down. Now, if you have to calculate these things on your own, here's basically how you do it. So you're given a set of data like this set right here. Notice it is not in order. So the first thing you got to do is you got to put it in order like so. Now, once it's in order, the min and the max are a piece of cake because it's your smallest and your largest value. The median also, I feel like we've covered this, but I feel like that's a pretty easy one to find. You just look for the middle number. And remember, if there's an even number in the set, there will be 2 numbers in the middle, and you have to take the average of these 2 numbers to find out what the median is. Now, put a line through your median. So if it's an odd number, the line will go through that number. But if there's an even number like so, the line will go right between these. Then you break it up into 2 different sections. All right. So in this case, I have 3 value points over here and 3 value points over here. Find the median of each of those. So in this case, it falls right in the middle. So 153, that's your first quartile. And then in the upper half, your 540, that is your upper quartile. But if there's an even number on each side, then what you have to do is you got to do that same thing where you got to take the 2 middle ones and take the average of those to find your quartiles. All right. Here's another display of data. Again, first thing you do is you line it all up. So you have there's 7 data points here. So your upper and lower, your min and max are fairly straightforward. They're right there. Because it's an odd number, all right, your median is just the middle one, 23. Then put a line through there, all right. You don't count the 23 if that is your median, and you look at these bottom 3, and the bottom 3, the median of those bottom 3 would be 12. So that's your lower quartile. You look at the top 3, the median of those 3 numbers is 36. So that's your upper quartile. And then when you plot it, now you can really see what's happening here. You've got like the way the data is displayed is you've got, the bulk of your data is in here. You've got a little tiny whisker over here, but you've got a massive whisker over here. So typically you can tell there's an outlier. If we have some long whisker like this, it kind of gives it away. All right. I want to show you now how to do this on a spreadsheet, because spreadsheets are a great way to calculate these if you have a large data set and you don't want to write it all out and do all the math. So go to Google Drive and open up a spreadsheet. And I've already, just to save time, I've already inputted a whole bunch of data over here in the first column for A. Now, I want to show you how to find the minimum, the lower quartile. I want to find the median, the upper quartile, and then let's just do the max. All right, those are the 5 points that you want. All right, to find the min, so here's what you do: you type in equals. Now, here's what's really cool about this: you can say equals min of A, but there's a nice little thing to do that you can actually type in equals quartile, and we're going to call. So we want it up. So you type in quartile. See right there or up here. I want to do this entire column. So if you just click on the column, it will do A colon A. And then I'm going to do comma. I'm going to put in 0, all right? Because that's going to actually give you your min. You don't want your first quartile. That's the next one. So 0 will give you your min. Now, if I take this thing, I can just grab this and drag it down, all right, if I want to save a little bit of time. But I don't want, for my lower quartile, what I want is I want to have this to be 1. So I'm going to change this to 1. I could type it in. I'll type the next one in. All right, but that, so you get the idea. Again, here I could type equals median or equals quartile of column A, comma 3. That's your median. All right. And then I'm going to take this. I'm going to drag it down. I'm just going to change this one to be 4. All right. And then I'm going to change this guy here to be, no, sorry, this one needs to be, this was, let me escape. This one was 0. This one's 1. This one needs to be 2, Tom, 2. This one needs to be 3. And this one needs to be 4. All right. So minimum is quartile, column 0. Lower quartile is comma 1. Median is comma 2, but again, you could say equals median. Upper quartile is comma 3, and maximum is comma 4. Now, you could also, if you want to find the mean, all right, you just say equals average, and then you do column A, you hit enter, and there is your mean. If you want to find, I believe, do they do mode in this? I'm going to check it out. Equals mode, and it will find your mode as well. So again, it saves a lot of time using spreadsheets, all right? But quartile, the column A colon A, comma 0 for minimum, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That will find your 5 different data points. I hope this helps. Yeah, that's it. Bye. 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 Bye.